Okay, hi everyone. I'm Isaac. I'm a price action trader following Al Brooks and studying the Al Brooks trading course. And this is my personal end of day review journal. I am not trying to teach, rather, I'm trying to um, uh, keep a journal for myself, like a verbal journal of my progress and also get feedback from people who are more experienced and more knowledgeable than me. Um, and the usual disclaimer, um, please read the risk disclosure for trading futures at the CBOE website. Trading futures comes with potential for infinite gain, infinite loss. Please do not trade with funds that you cannot afford to completely lose. Okay, so today is January the 7th, Wednesday, and well, I guess if we look at the monthly chart here, this is where we ended. So the market just closed. It's just after 3:15 Chicago time. Yep. So as usual, as before, so many like this nice move upward. Buyers below this bar here, starting to go sideways a bit. Could go up a little more, but definitely was reaching for this high here to retest. Weekly chart, sideways up or like a channel upward. And sorry, I was just seeing something on the Globex, but anyways, yeah, weekly chart here. Could start going sideways here. Could also try to retest this high. I believe this is the all-time high. Let's check the data box, which you can see right here. For this bar here, the high is 7014 3/4. I believe that does not include after hours, so something to keep in mind there. Because I think the all-time high on the RTH is a little bit lower. And at this point, I assume everyone knows what RTH and ETH means and what I mean when I'm referring to when I say Globex. Um, I'm not gonna keep on explaining stuff every video because I assume whoever's watching this is familiar with the Al Brooks terminology and the Al Brooks video course, and also um, the Al Brooks Discord group. I did forget to mention that I will say in every video whether or not I'm subscribed to the daily webinars. Right now, I am not. I am on my second run through of the Al Brooks video course, and so I'm making progress, getting better at reading the charts and managing risk, managing trades as I go along. And so and so with that, just please have that understanding when you're watching my videos. Okay. Let's go to daily ETH. Okay. So this was our daily ETH bar today. It went up. Tried to reach. I tried to reach the all-time high there, I think. It was getting there. And then it didn't. Came back down. Which actually makes sense. with this price action here, sideways. So I would think that the sellers want to close this gap. If it's a trading range, gaps close on a trading range, right? Now, I am a bit surprised that we didn't go at least a little further up and at least get closer to the all-time high over here. And maybe go near it, tag it, maybe punch above it a little bit and make a new all-time high. But anyways, this is what happened. Sellers attempted to close this gap. Which will not happen on today's bar. The after hours, which counts for tomorrow's daily ETH bar, will open later on today, and then we'll see what they can do. Other than that, okay, daily RTH. So yeah, 8:30 to 3:15 Chicago time. Here we go. So the all-time high on the RTH, I'll just pull that up right now, is 7011 3/4. Okay, so that's our all-time high on the RTH. We did not get there. We actually got to 7006 3/4. Yep. Okay. What else are we looking at here? We could look at the 60-minute RTH as well. Let me just delete that. We got a wedge. Excuse me, then it came back down. Surprise, surprise, it got below, it got below, market got below these lows here. Tested these highs here, but then went right through them. Closed below this high here. And you can actually see that on the daily RTH as well. There was a fight at the end of the day between buyers and sellers, institutional traders, on if we're going to sell, if we're going to close within this doji here, which we did ultimately. Now I'm sure the sellers wanted to close here, below here, this close, and just close this gap entirely. I'm sure they would have loved that. But at least they got this. So this close, today's close, is below this high from 2 trading days ago. And we see that here as well on the 60-minute RTH. So it looks like we retested this close here. I don't know if we even touched it. Hard to say. Let me just zoom closer. Okay, no, we did not. We got pretty close, but didn't happen. I mean, here, just with what I see here, it looks like a trading range, so down, then up. Same as here, down, up. Big up, big down, big confusion, trading range, as Al Brooks would say. Okay, 15-minute Globex. So ETH. You know what? Let's just crunch this together. There's our high here. So 1994, 1995, which we did cross. Yeah, go down, down, down. Broad bear channel. It's a broad sell. Then turning around, going sideways a bit, and going back up. Mm, let me just crunch at least last, just a little more recent here. Yep, after hours, tested here, tested these highs here. That was a buy zone there, you could see, if you can see that. Carried this back up. And then we went into the RTH, the regular trading day. Retested down here again. And let's see what happened there. That was our first bar of the day on the 15-minute. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it went up and down. Ultimately up. Still had a higher low here. Went a little bit crazy here. Went up. Ultimately had a pullback buy there. So a breakout test before going further up. So I don't know, we could call that 2 legs up, or maybe this like one, leg 2, and then coming back down. And was there any measured move on this? I don't know. We can see. Oh. Maybe something like that. Okay, I think we hit the 2R based on measuring from this low to this high here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was about right. Okay. Before coming to crash down. Okay. Now let's look at the 5-minute RTH, which is what I usually trade. Okay, and our starting point is here. Here's the bar 1. Is that a doji? Or is that a trend bar? Kind of in between, maybe. But anyways, yeah, let me just try this. So we had big up, big down. Yeah, we went up, 2 bull bars up, and that's 2 and 3. Then started to come down, retested back to these highs before coming down. Retested here. So yeah, just a bunch of back and forth, retesting back to here. Maybe back to the midpoint of this big red bar, coming down further. And we broke below the low of bar 1. So at the time, this was the low of the day. And out of context, I thought, okay, we went above and then we went below. So maybe this will be a bear move. Or like maybe this will be a selling type of day. With just, limit orders, maybe at testing these highs. Now that turned out not to be the case. And also something happened here. This bar during the live session went crazy. It went up and it went down in the middle. And eventually it ended as a doji. I think Rose would call this a mother bar, but I still have to study that more. I know it's mother bar, and maybe this is a I don't know, the sun bar. This is also an IOI, as taught in Al Brooks's video course. So breaking above it and then coming down to retest. Although at the time I thought, well, I see a double top here that has not crossed over this high here, the high of bar 4. And we also broke the low of bar 1. So again, I was thinking out of context that this might be a bearish day. In context, looking at, the 2 previous RTH days, it becomes more obvious that maybe I was wrong. Especially when you see this here. You know what? Oh, remember this from my previous videos? I copied this from Rose. Where is it? Oh, why can't I? Okay, sorry. Let me unlock that. I just wanted to extend it. Lock and the market cycle there. I think next time I stream I need to actually have the picture ready on my computer and just show you guys. Or whatever. I mean, I don't know if that's allowed because it's not my work, but I can at least check it off my phone and then just tell you guys. Yeah, this again resembles the market cycle. Goes up, up, up. Then sideways starts coming down, trading range. Right? So bear flag comes down. Okay. Now I extended that that channel line from Rose. Really amazing that the market is staying faithful to this line. So it bounced there. Anyways, but for anyone who thought that, this is a lower high and then double top, yeah, like lower high with this high, double top, well, this is what we got here. Big candle wick. And retesting into this IOI or mother bar. And we got this big surprise bar here, went above the high. And another thing I want to point out, it was a very tiny thing I noticed. This bar 28 started to go up and came down, down, down. But there were buyers here, just fighting back here, right at the high of bar 4, which makes me think that the market is saying, no, we're not coming back down into this range here. We are going back up. Oh. Sorry, that was my mistake. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, so if this goes here, then it's based on. So here's the thing. From the low of this surprise bar, from the low of it, there's a little candlewick below it, to not the high, but the close. That's how I measure. We did get. Did we get our measured move? Okay, maybe if we. Okay, anyways, I think we got the measured move just barely. And then it came crashing down. Now, to use this as a better stop, because once this surprise bar comes and crosses this high here, well, this becomes a major higher low. Oh, and by the way, I think I might have actually used the high of bar 4 to measure. Now we only got to 50%, so the half R. So you got to be ready for that. I mean, I thought it might have had a chance at 1R, which again is coming close to the all-time high, on at least on the RTH, but also in general, not far away from it. And what else?
Sometimes Discord glitches me so much.
Oh, hi,
But
Karen. Yeah, so I'm actually doing my recording right now, so just
okay, my bad.
give me a few minutes. I'm just waiting for Johan to come. If he's here, then he can join in on the review. But anyways, where was I? Yeah, and I'm streaming while I'm in my own little trading Discord group. It's just a private group. Yeah, anyone who's in my Discord group, we all watch Al Brooks. We all listen to Al Brooks and Rose and Brad and all of them. We're just more comfortable, or at least I'm more comfortable, just talking in a smaller, like a more private setting. It's just That's just my style. Anyways, yeah, we hit the half R. Yeah, breaking to a new low, then breaking to a new high. Al Brooks says that by bar 18, what is it, 90% chance you've seen either the high or the low of the day, but something about this, I mean, this looked like this was going to be it. We were going down, even though we weren't at bar 18 yet. So it just made me think, like, if we still broke to a new high, um, maybe this is more of a trading range, expanding triangle. Yeah, I mean, either way, yeah, more of a trading range. So then, yeah, in trading ranges for bigger moves, just look for half R, don't look for 1R. Until it becomes more obvious that the market is going in a certain direction. Which, to be fair, it did look like that here. Now, these good bull bars could be the final exhaustion as well. That's genuinely possible. Um, yeah, anyways, the market started to come down. We had a high 1 buy here and a high 2 buy here. And in my case, when the high 2 fails, I usually start thinking, especially with the context, I start thinking, something's not right here. And then, of course, they call this a give up bar, capitulation. And we close back below this high here, which originally we were fighting against when we first broke out. Now we're closing below that high again. So, this coming back down. Was there a measured move for that one? And furthermore, was this a good stop order sell? Hard to say. I mean, lower probability for sure after this move up. Even with well, this was a higher high. But we got a lower high here. It's maybe almost a head and shoulders, or just a lower high with either one of these highs. Yeah, what would that give us? That would be a 1R there, just below this. Market continued to come down. And we actually got to 2R. So yeah, there was a measured move there. Again, just based on this hunch that, hey, the high 2 failed, and it's been kind of big up, big down, so maybe sideways. So, especially on trading range days, high 1, high 2, or low 1, low 2, if it fails, I start asking questions and seeing what the other side is going to do. And in this case, they did this. And they tested back down just below today's open and also to yesterday's close before the buyers rushed this back up. Quick retest of this high here of bar 47, because that's a bad stop order buy. So retest there and go up a little bit more, but it turns out we were retesting to around this breakout point here, and actually to around the high of bar 4. So that seems to be like the top of this range here, which we did go out of for a little bit. And then, of course, we come back down. Pull back a bit, and then market tanks. I considered this a buy zone for a little bit, but this right here showed me that, yeah, I'm going to break through that. And I think here is where we broke through this low of bar 24. So that invalidated that major higher low. So things were not looking good for the buyers. And so based on that, what's next? Well, there's this. Measuring based off of this high, which coincides with this high of bar 4. So bar 53 high. Bar, yeah, 48 low, which is coinciding with the close of yesterday. Okay, let's have a look there. That's one measuring gap there. Now, if we were to do it this way, if this was a better stop, well, then that was the 1R there. And then we got 1.5R, and then mm, I don't know if that was a good one. But that was that's one possibility I would have considered. But just considering that we broke this major lower high here, I just thought, okay, then this this major higher low here we broke. I thought, okay, if we can do that, then maybe this is an important stop. This is a good stop, is this higher low. Sorry, did I say lower high? No, sorry, higher low, lower high. Sorry, don't mean to get mixed up there. Um, and also we can consider this. I think we can consider this a major lower high, just given this good move that came after it. That's another reason. So yeah. So if we measure based off of that, yeah, around the half arb, had some hesitation, maybe some profit taking. Maybe the buyers were trying to carry this back up. But again, we crossed this support, so support becomes resistance. I thought the probability was higher for us to stay below this newfound resistance. Because again, we broke this major higher low. Yeah, got it. And we went down. We also had a wedge. This turned out to be a failed wedge as well. So starting from here down to, I'd say about there. Maybe here. No. Go with the line. It's gonna be around there. So yeah, we got half R of that at the end. But back to this measured move here. Stuff of here to this level. We got the 1R. I suspect some profit taking. Was this a buy zone here? Yeah. This was also around the point that we bounced off of this more long-term channel. But the market continued down. We got the 2R. Now we continued to go down. The 2R actually coincided with today's Wednesday, so Monday's high. Sorry. If you look here on the daily RTH, you'll see that ultimately we did close below this high. So there it is. So market went below it. And again, towards end of day, the institutional traders are fighting each other. Obviously, the institutional buyers want this bar to close above the high of 2 trading days ago because they want to keep a gap open. And they want to keep it open as much as possible. The sellers want to carry this back down and not only close the day below this high, but also below its open, because look here. Like I said earlier, closing below this open here on this green bar with the candle wick, well, that closes the gap. And I think it will happen because it's a trading range and gaps close on trading ranges. So, yeah. It didn't happen today. I saw that they were trying. But when I was watching this live, I could see the buyers were trying to get this to go up above it, and even on this bar 78, um, it went down, and then buyers were trying to push it up. So you see the candle look there, but they weren't able to go above ultimately, and so it became more clear that the sellers were going to win here. So they carried this back down just a little bit, and that's how we ended the day. Um, so I would call this Brooks, I think, would call this a um. Is it a body gap or a negative gap? I don't. I think he only calls it that when it's the candle wicks that are overlapping. Um, so I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at that section of the course again. What we do know is this gap is still open, right? So you see that here. But having said that, we're in a trading range, and this gap is probably going to close. Um, any stop orders? Um, and I wouldn't buy above bar 11 after this. Mm, mm, I mean, buying above bar 26, which is so tiny. I don't know. I mean, I think I was reading through the Albrooks trading room chat on Discord, and somebody mentioned Tim Fairweather saw a move here, so maybe somebody knew to do a stop order above here, or maybe it was a limit order here. But yeah, maybe this is a stop order buy. I'm not sure. Um, these I thought were good stop orders. Just get in, as Al Brooks says. Uh, even though ultimately this failed, and sometimes it does. Um, okay, stop orders. Okay. Maybe a stop order. In my mind, failed high two. And then this bar here. Well, it didn't close below this signal bar, below the low of it, so I'm not sure. Uh, was there any measurement based off of that? So I'm just trying to see if that's a good stop order sell. Oh, maybe it was. Look at that. 1 hour right on the dot. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think that was a 1 hour there. 2 hour was there. That's some profit taking. So there you go. So I think that was a good stop order sell, or a reasonable one at least. And this here, I don't know. Stop orders. This might be a good stop order sell here. Below bar 66, around here. Just thinking that we pierced through the support, and now it becomes resistance, so we're probably going down. So I think that's a good stop order sell. And then, I mean, with a big move like this, yeah, I think, I don't know. I mean, this looks like a final exhaustion, right? And then to see it continue going down, so I don't know. I don't think I would sell below bar 70. I don't think I would do that. Okay. And then this is This is towards end of day, big institutions coming in, so I won't say too much on that right now. Let's go to limit orders. Limit orders. Well, obviously buyers and sellers below bar one. I thought yeah, sellers above 11. Although it continued to go back up, but then we had this big surprise here, surprise doji. We had, I guess, in context of this IOI and Mother Bar, yeah, this could be buyers here. And I guess there were sellers here at this half R that I discussed earlier. Okay. And maybe there were some buyers here because, come on, after this surprise move up, of course there's going to be buyers, but we still carried back down. And of course, buyers here trying to protect this major higher low. I thought there'd be sellers here coinciding with the high of bar 4. So just to keep us in this range, keep us from going out of above this range again, coming back down. I thought this was this little pin bar with a little bull body was a pullback, so I guess sellers there. And then I also thought once we pierced through yesterday's close, which seemed to be around a support area, it became resistance. So coming here, I thought there were sellers here protecting that resistance, allowing us to come down. This was more profit taking than actual buyers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What else did I see? Obviously I drew a channel here, you see. I drew a smaller channel earlier. How did I do it? I think I drew this channel here just based off of that. And I thought, okay, you know what I'll do? Let me solid dot. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Okay. So there was that channel. So that one broke. But then this channel that was a little flatter, that one broke. And when I saw these two break, I just knew that we were going to go down further. When we first broke this this white dotted channel here, I knew we'd retest to the around the point where we broke it. We broke out of it. Not just testing the high of the channel, and also testing these bear bars. Yeah, this capitulation point. We had a pause here, so I thought we'd retest that. But I also thought we'd retest the point where we broke out of this channel. And then again, right where we broke out of this channel around that point, thought we'd retest there. I know Rose draws diagrams about this, and I am gonna have to pay more attention to those and study them. Um, alongside with the Brooks video course. Overall, just my final thoughts about today was that mm, it was more confusing than I would have liked. Um, definitely had some blunders. I could have managed things better. I did end the day on a good note, but could have been much better. Um, so on a more trading psychology level, I would say, just keep it cool. Um, control yourself, control your emotions, control your fingers, sit on your hands, um, control your lot size. Because I've heard Al Brooks say even for scaling in, it's not to increase your profit, it's to increase your probability. Your, and I think that means your probability of not losing money, because that's rule one from Al Brooks. Don't lose money, meaning don't lose money stupidly. Um, any other thing? Any other things I want to talk about? I think. Well, I'm gonna delete these first of all, and yeah. Uh. Oh yeah, and I think I did mention the wedge. Did I mention this wedge already? Goes off of here to here. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, we got around half hour of that. Yeah, and again, close below Monday's high. Yeah. So, as always, once again, I'm Isaac, price action trader following Al Brooks. If there is anything else I'd like to add, I will make a second recording, and please give me your feedback in the comments. I'm still setting up my streaming, like my streaming software, so I don't see the YouTube comments if anyone is leaving comments or like in live chat. Having said that, I also know it's most likely nobody's there right now. I'm just starting off this for myself anyways. Yeah, so please leave a comment, please leave your feedback, message me, and we can talk more about it. And also, yeah, on my presentation, if there's anything I can do better presentation-wise during these reviews, please let me know as well. But I'm going to call it a day, and